Hi there, Louise. Hi there. Thank
Hi
you
there.
so much on behalf of Shelley and all the rest of the team for joining us on our interview tonight. How are you? Nervous? Excited?
I am fine. Thank you. Yes, I'm nervous.
Oh, that's good.
I
I've got
am
some
nervous.
questions I'm just going to run through with you. But first of all, tell us all about yourself and where you're from and your family life, Louise.
Okay, so hi, I'm Louise. I'm a mum of 5 children. Married. I got married in 2018. I stay out Forglin area, just near Turriff. I was working in as an early years practitioner, and I did that for roughly about 15 years. And I have taken a career break just to solely focus on bringing up the younger 2 children. I'm getting the opportunity to do that. So it's been good. It's been different with COVID times, but it's been good. So yeah, mum of 5, and I'm kept super busy with them all, because all vary in their ages.
How old are your children, Louise?
So my eldest is 21, Keelan, he's 21, Katie, she's going to be 20 in August, and then I've got Kaysen, he'll be, well, he's 14 just now, he's 15 this year, and then with a big jump, Addison is 5 in October, and McKenna, the baby, she's 2.5.
My
so
goodness,
big age.
my goodness, Louise, you've fairly got your hands full, that's for sure. So tell me, when you first heard about Shelley and Feel It Be, and why you decided to join.
Okay, so initially it was one of the girls that does beauty. I went into her one day and I noticed a difference in her, and she told me about it, and I kind of like not poo-pooed it, but I just thought, oh, I would never manage that. I've got allergies, so I thought I'll never ever manage to adapt to that. But then it was actually my cousin's wife, Lynn, down McDuff. She was posting things as well, and I didn't tell Bruce I signed up for it because I knew he would be like, oh, here's another fad, here we go again. So I didn't tell him because I was like, I'm going to make this work, and I was quite nervous about it, but yeah, it was through them. That's and I just did it. I just signed up. So it was January 2021.
Okay, so about 1.5 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And why did you join, Louise? Was it purely to lose weight? Is that what you were thinking? I'm just thinking there 1.5 years ago, so your youngest would have been about 1 at the time.
Yeah. She just newly turned, or she was just coming up to 1 before I joined. And it was to lose weight because I was feeling quite lethargic, like changing her nappy and that. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a struggle getting up off the floor. Yeah. I need to do something about this. I've got young kids and I want to be here to look after them. And when I seen it initially, yeah, I did sign up for the losing the weight. That was my goal initially.
Excellent. And what's been your favorite parts of the program? What do you enjoy about being on Feel It Be?
So again, initially it was a huge like change from what I was used to eating, but when I started eating the foods, I thought they're actually quite nice, and I got into the way of it. So that, and I liked the enthusiasm and the encouragement in the group, although I found it really quite hard initially to keep up. So I had to choose, like, because like, I'd never like just constantly been on social media in front of the kids, so I had to be conscious of that. So I was choosing, but I loved the encouragement of that for the children. So yeah, bring me back to the question again.
It was just basically what you enjoy most. What is it you enjoy most?
So initially it was the meal plans, and then it's just progressed, and it's again, as I say, the encouragement, the friendships, the the workouts for me now, I am just absolutely buzzing for them. Like,
I know.
to begin with, I was like, oh no. And yeah, it's hard. It's good though, because if it's not hard, then it's not a challenge. So it's just part of the journey. And I think every month I've found something different out of the Feel Look Be program. I've always been like, oh, what's this month going to bring? And it always brings something new. So it's good. It's just new challenges every month. And it's just part of my journey, just to keep going and growing.
I think what you find as well, though, every month you're a different person because you're progressing and changing all the time that you're on the program. So each month you are taking something different out of it compared to the month before. So like you say, you've been doing the workouts. I have seen your posts on the page with your youngest helping you do your Zoom workouts in the morning. And it's absolutely wonderful to see you're bringing the family into your workouts as well. I don't know actually how you're managing to do things like press ups with a 2.5-year-old on your back, but hey ho, good on you. That'll be a weighted workout.
I was a plank, not a press up. I was a plank.
Well done, Louise. I love to see your pictures when you're posting them on the group. Can I ask about any health improvements that you've maybe found yourself? I'm not quite sure how you were health-wise. You spoke about your weight and your stiffness, but what sort of improvements have you found in your time on Feel Look Be?
Okay, so when I first joined, I had really bad IBS, really quite bad, running the toilet a lot. I used to suffer a lot of heartburn, really bad heartburn, constantly taking Renes or omeprazole for it. I'm asthmatic as well, and I know when I go off plan, which isn't much, but if I self-sabotage, I pay for it. I get heartburn, I get a really sore tummy, and my breathing's a lot worse, and it's incredible. Like, but without that, it's clean. It's just perfect.
So no more IBS, or not struggling the same with your asthma and things like that?
No, I still take my inhalers, but not as regular. Just it's very minimal. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's great to hear. Shelley also, as part of Feel Look Be, she educates us on so many different topics. Is there any of the topics in particular that's maybe connected with yourself when it comes to maybe female health or your diet and nutrition and things like that?
Yep. So for me, I was drinking a lot of skim milk. I was like just watching different. I was eating a lot of pastas and breads, and for me now they've been vetoed. I went full fat organic. We go organic cheese, organic butter, organic cream. And for me, like the education that she presents is something new all the time. So I can't remember everything, but something that sticks out is the sugar content and what it does to us and how rubbish it makes you feel, and the garbage. And the other thing was the vegetable oil. So we never cook with vegetable oil. And my husband can't believe, like, you're flying above the cooker. He says it used to always be disgusting, and now it's just not. So like one of my friends, she's ditched vegetable oil, and she's not doing the program, but she's listening. I'm chipping off her, and she's ditched vegetable oil and started cooking in butter. So it's good. It's getting out there and sharing with everybody. But the whys behind it, I think when you know the whys, that's when you say, that's why I'm not going to do that anymore.
It's so true, because it's one thing somebody telling you or asking you to do something, but until you actually understand the reasoning behind that, that's when it all clicks into place, for sure. And that's what Shelley brings to us 4 nights a week on our program, is just breaking everything down, simplifying it so we can understand it, whether it be anything to do with cholesterol or menopause health, all the different hormones and things as well. So it's so true. You've spoke there of Bruce, your husband, I guess. Is he supportive to you now that you're on the programme and now he knows that you're on Feel It Be?
Yeah, he really is. And he did say, and it's actually really encouraging, because the kids individually have all said to my mum, we're really proud of you, because we didn't think you would stick at it. And like they're saying, really well done for getting up and doing workouts, like getting up in the morning and being motivated, and you've really stuck at things. And so they're learning a lot as well through it. I'm chipping away at them as well, and they really, some of the foods they absolutely love as well. It's really nice to see. So and it's nice that they are as supportive as they are. So it is really nice.
I mean, that's a huge thing for Shelley. Her programme is all about family, and bringing family into it, which is one of the reasons that she runs a female-only programme, because it tends to be the female that looks after the house, it runs the family, and does the shopping, does the cooking. So it's really encouraging, particularly for the age of your children, from their 20s right down to being a baby. So all their different stages of their lives, and they're watching and learning from you. So that must just be a huge benefit for everybody it's involved, for them to carry on in their future lives as well. So a huge well done, Louise, for encouraging them and taking them on board as well.
I mean, I will say initially I did kind of think, how am I going to do this? But I had to solely focus on my journey and not go, oh my goodness, because I was still feeding, and she's still feeding from me yet, so I'm still feeding her. She just loves her milk, and that's fine, and I've accepted that, but I've been doing that all throughout. And when I started, I was unsure how it was a question I put to team support, how's that going to be for her? But actually it's so much better for her, because the milk's going to be better for her. She'll be getting goodness, real goodness. And I did initially think, how on earth am I going to juggle this? But you know what? When you change your mindset and you change your outlook in life, you think, okay, so and everything just falls into place, but you've got to concentrate on your journey, not look at what other people are doing. And I think for me, I've had to work really hard in that, and inside out, and think, well, this is me, and I can only do this because X, Y, Z, and other people's got different commitments. And so I've had to work really hard with that, but I've got there, and I'm still working on it, and I'm still improving and trying to get there with different things as well. So
Louise, it's so interesting to hear you say that, because a mum of 5 kids, you must just have to be so focused and organized in your life every single day, never mind trying to now change your own life as well as keep the whole family running at the same time. So by being organized, and that is something that Shelley really brings into our program, with our mindset training that we have, and understanding how we can adjust. It's not, like you said, you are adjusting your own life, but other people do need to learn to adjust around you as well, because they've been so used to you being a certain way and a certain person, and they're watching you change. So it might be adjustments for them, but hopefully, I'm not just talking about family, but friends as well, you know, for them to understand that this is your time and you are looking after yourself for the better of everybody else as well. So yeah, definitely. How do you manage with 5 kids? I'm a mum of 3, and I find that hard. So I just wonder how you manage it with 5, because is Bruce at home, or is he away early in the mornings?
So he works away, and then he's at home. But I just sometimes I run better when he's away, because I'm just so like in my
routine. I get it.
Bless him. So it was actually really tough through COVID times, because he was working away. Like, there was one trip he was away for 10 weeks. Wow. So I had to work again really hard. My mindset, and the kids, of course, are always poorly when he's away. But it's just keeping yourself motivated, keeping yourself encouraged. Again, the page is really good for that, encouraging you and reaching out. I've got some really good friends. I've got great family round about me as well if I need them. But again, that was really hard because they weren't allowed to be near you. So I suppose it's just, I run a tight ship. I'm like quite not regimental, but I like things to be organized, and you've always to be ahead of the game. You've always to be like just ahead of yourself. But I think for me, like, I've decided that if I put myself first, like, and it was something I was listening to Oprah, and she says, if your cup's full, then it's gonna overflow, and it's gonna fill other people's cups up. And I was like, that's right. So it is, it's so true. Your cup's full, and if you're in a good mindset and you're there, then it just overflows onto them. So
definitely, it definitely does. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We'll go back a wee bit to the fitness side of things. So you'd had a baby a year before, you were overweight. How did you feel fitness wise? Were you not so bad, or had you not done any fitness at all for ages, or how were you physically?
I did walking. I used to do a lot of running, and then I kind of like stopped. And then I did walking after them. I wasn't particularly fit at all. So I initially on the program just focused solely on the meal plan, watching other people's journeys, just watching oh my goodness, yourself, Lesley and Lisa, just seeing people's posts and how far they've come, and I'm just like, I want that. And I had to wait a wee while because I've got a hernia, so I had to get the all clear before I could start doing the workouts, and I wanted to do it properly. So once I got the all clear, put it out there, because I was really, really nervous about doing the workouts, because I'd heard that Shelley calls you out. But actually I put a complete spin in it myself, because I was like, but she's shouting you out, you're getting a one-to-one, you're paying money and she's giving you a one-to-one coaching. And actually, if she doesn't call you out, then like she's not helping you. So she's in the long run helping you to better you. So I'm like, shout at me, I get shouting, I just keep laughing and I love it. I absolutely love it. I giggle at myself. Like, you're just a little, as you know, you're just a little on the Zoom. She can hardly see you, but she must like see certain things. It's really good.
Oh, that's great. And I have such a laugh, like yourself, Louise, on the Zooms, and I have done for so long now, how she manages to see us all on those little squares, but she does it in such a way that she is so caring while she's watching you. She may be shouting at you, but it's just purely to make sure that you're getting the moves right, make sure you're not hurting yourself, you're in the right position for doing things, but not just in the right position, but to make sure that you get more out of the workout. And I think that's what we all strive for. We're just trying to do better. And the one-liners are just classic. So you're out there doing your workout, and it's tough and it's hard, and you're cursing and you're swearing, and then in comes the one-liner from Shelley. It just gets you giggling and just keeps you focused, and enough to spur you on for that 30 minutes.
Motivated.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything that you would like to say, anything else, Louise, that you would like to say about Feel Look Be? And if there is, I would like you to think on 5 words to describe Feel Look Be.
Okay. So I've been having a think of this words, and they just came float me. Like, I didn't have to think much. So motivational, encouraging, it's a journey and it's your journey. Love and purpose. And I was just like, that's just it for me anyway. Everybody's different, but it is, because it gives you purpose again. It's bringing back you. And it's a journey, but it's, as I said, everybody's journey is completely different, and I think that's really important. Like, as I say, for me, I had to work hard in that, get frustrated when you can't do other things, but it's just, again, changing your mindset and thinking, well, what can I do instead of what I can't do? And that's
absolutely
where I'm at.
Absolutely. And I think that's basically what everybody should be thinking about anything in life, isn't it? Absolutely. And my last question, but I think I know the answer. Would you recommend Feel It Be to your friends and family? I'm sure you have.
100%. I've had other people sign up. I'm always chipping away at people. Yeah, I do. I've got a love for it. I kind of thank like Shelley and the team enough. You're so uplifting. Just everything, how it's been tailored, especially like I think for me, like I know for lots of people, but like being at home with the kids, I don't have to get sitters then to go next. Like I can do it in my home. I can like everything. And if I need to nip and see them, then I run away and run back. And then the kids are joining in. McKenna's my biggest fan. She's sitting clapping. Well done, mummy. So for me, it's tailored in the way like, and again, you don't have to be in the lives. You can go back and watch things. It's just got so much ticks. The boxes are just tick, 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 tick. And yeah, I would just keep going. I'm so glad that I've signed up. Like I've committed. Yeah, I'm here. You've got me for life. But I have signed up. I've signed up till Christmas. Anyway, just now that's as far as I could sign up. So it's great. It's just
that is wonderful.
Like I just keep thinking, where's the journey going to take Ken? There's always new goals, new steps. Absolutely. It's good. It's really good.
Oh, absolutely. So,
yeah.
Well, congratulations on committing to your future health all the way through till Christmas this year, because that is fantastic. And a real pat on the back to you, Louise, for your journey so far. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch you on the page and to see all your posts. And you're so good to encourage other ladies, especially each month when we have our new clients that come on board. You're always there encouraging and supporting them too. And we thank you very much for that as well. I think that's us come to an end. Shelley obviously isn't here. Is there anything you would like to say in her absence?
I'm saying but a massive, massive thank you. Because I feel like my fire's back in my belly. I'm ready. And I'm reaching. It's like you're speaking about your shades on because of the light, and I'm just like, yeah, it's me. I'm going for it. And I think big now. I'm not just like, oh, I'm just like, here's Matt. Like, so, and she's so encouraging. She puts that fire in your belly. Yeah. Equally, she's got a real soft side that is just makes you go, oh. So, and if you get her, you get her. And yeah, she's absolutely real, and I love it. So thank you, but a huge thank you to her for everything she's done, because I'm just buzzing.
Oh, Louise, that's just lovely here. We can't thank you enough for taking your time out of your day today and having this little chat with me. Okay. And onwards and upwards, and I'll look forward to carrying on watching your journey on the page. It's a pleasure to meet you, Louise. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.